Hey guys, it's GenericJoe, and welcome back to the Gamer's View. I know we haven't really been doing standard videos for content lately. I mean, we've done some videos lately, but a lot of the times it's just been streams because, well, reasons. I don't know, it's not my decision. So, here we are, I'm going to be playing the first PS3 game on the Gamer's View, my first PS3 Let's Play ever. And it's actually not this game right here. It's actually not Kamen Rider Batch Ride War like I thought it was going to be. Rather, it's going to be Sonic Adventure 1. So yeah, I actually have a bit of a reason for playing this. A while back, I had a situation where oh my God, really? I already played this! Alright, whatever, it's done now. So I had a situation where I had this gift card that I had gotten for, I think I got it for Christmas. It was like a late Christmas gift, really. And I used most of the money on it, and then it got to a point where I had $5 on it. And I thought, okay, what can I get for $5? Hey, I haven't really bought a whole lot of PS3 games lately, and I really should do that. I mean, I bought some Ratchet & Clank games, but that's about it. So let's buy a not Ratchet & Clank game. So I found out that Sonic Adventure 1 was actually only $4. Which is, not a good sign. I mean, like, when you buy Mario 64 nowadays, when you buy that officially, that's still about $10. So that was a sign to me that this is not going to be a pleasant time. And I even watched some Let's Plays of this too, and I don't want to name drop because whenever a small YouTuber like name drops someone, I feel like they're just trying too hard to be like, oh hey, I know these guys, you know, that makes me cool and all. So I'm not going to name drop anyone in particular. But I just watched some Let's Plays of it, and it's, not good. There are 5 words you will never hear an average human being say. I want to play Sonic Adventure. Because this, well, it's broken. This game is broken, guys. Like, I get that, well, I just said a second ago I'm not going to name drop, but I will here. Ego Raptor hates this game. Aaron from Game Grumps hates this game. That's because it actually is bad. Like, I have this weird situation where if I say something is bad, it's okay, but whenever someone else does it, it's not okay. Like, whenever I hear someone else say, like, oh, this game sucks, or whatever, I try and defend the game. But if I'm the one insulting it, you know, well, I'm insulting it. Why would I defend it? But, like, I had a similar situation here. Actually, crap. Alright, I think I have to load the save data, because if I don't, I had to overwrite it. Here we go. Alright. So it's gonna be a new game. File 2, because that's how I am. So, the reason I'm playing this, you might be wondering, well, if you hate this game so much, well, why are you playing it? Well, one, a lot of YouTubers end up playing bad games for their channel, just to show that the game is bad, or what have you. But I actually have a specific reason for this. Last night, at the time of this recording, right now, I'm gonna date the video, but this is gonna come out this next Monday, so it doesn't really matter. Right now, it is June 29th, I believe. Yeah, it is June 29th, and basically, last night, Sir Ed and the Nintendo Sharpay Gamer, aka NSG, we're looking for some games to have for the Backseat Gaming series that we wanted to do, which we haven't started yet. I don't know when Andrew's going to upload the videos for Backseat Gaming, but we do have some recorded. We just decided to do some of them on a different game instead. It's actually one that that has been played on this channel before. It's one of the first videos that was done here. And I also like how I don't mean to show my personality here, but I like how that says SSPD, which is totally something that was used in Kamen Rider Drive. I'm sorry, I had to point that out. But we tried to find some games to backseat game, you know, ones that we haven't done before. But then we decided, you know what, it's probably better if we just do some old games that we never finished or said we were going to do and never did. Because we, like, well, I keep saying we, but I was never really involved at the time. So we end up running into situations where it's like, we had that update video back in September of last year. We had a bunch of projects planned, like Skylanders Trap Team, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, Super Mario RPG, and like none of them were done. We never did videos on any of them, much less Let's Plays on any of them. So we're going to try and fix that soon. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but we're starting now. We're going to redo some old Let's Plays that we never completed, and they're going to be in a lot better quality now than they were back then. So, yeah, pretty much that's going to be happening. And we decided to do some backseat gaming stuff, but I threw out some... What happened to the floor? Did you see that? The floor just disappeared. So we threw out a few ideas. Power Rangers Dino Thunder on the GameCube, Batman Dark Tomorrow also on the GameCube, or Sonic Adventure. We tried downloading Sonic Adventure from muparadise.com, which should have worked, because I've gotten ROMs from them before, and they work really well. Unless you're playing it on a N64 emulator that you downloaded on your Galaxy S4, in which case it does not work that well. Works on the S8 though, just fine, because it's 4 GB of RAM. But the problem was we tried to download the Sonic Adventure ROM, the ISO rather, for GameCube. And we were going to use it on Dolphin Emulator, and Andrew was going to play it. But it wouldn't download for some reason. I don't know if it was the ISO itself, or if it was some other issue. I don't know what happened. All I know is that it didn't work properly. So, we still wanted to play Sonic Adventure because, like I mentioned earlier, it sucks. I know I'm normally gonna defend, like, if you and I normally would defend the game, but really, it's bad. I'm just defending the game because I'm tired of so many people, you know, I'm tired of so many people hating on it just for nothing. What? You know, I want them to provide actual legitimate reasons, and they never do. They just say, oh, it's broken. The cutscenes in this game are also phenomenal, I would like to point out. I'm going to be laughing a lot at these cutscenes.
What am I gonna do?
Whether it be the dialogue or the animations. Even for 1999, these animations are god-awful. Like, seriously. They are atrocious. I don't care if it's 1999. You have no excuse at this point. CGI had been in, like, movies and video games made a 3D conversion to using models in the 90s, in the mid-90s, so you have no excuse here. How is Ocarina of Time able to do it so well using in-engine cutscenes, but this game can't even do that? But anyways, back to the reason I'm playing this game, because, you know, I actually provide a reason to why I'm playing this game instead of, you know, I want to play, because like I mentioned earlier, an average human being is not going to say, I want to play Sonic Adventure. Those are 5 words you're never going to hear come out of someone's mouth, usually. But, Sir Ed was actually going to play the game instead, since he owns it. I can't remember if he owns it on Xbox 360. I think he does. I think he does own it on 360. But he is out of state right now, and he's going to be out of, at the time of this recording, he's out of state right now, and he's not going to be back till like the end of the summer. So the only videos you're going to be really seeing him in are like the backseat gaming that we do because we're doing Skype calls, or just random crap like that, or like streams where he ends up on like the Discord or Skype. But you know, you're not going to hear his voice like in person with in good quality for a while. Just want to make sure you knew that. What happened there? Why did I flip up? Well, I didn't die, so I guess I can't complain too much. So you're not going to be seeing him for a while. Plus, he doesn't even have a capture card, and even if he did, he probably... I just murdered a monkey out of nowhere. Even if he did have a capture card, he probably wouldn't have brought it with him out of state. So we just kind of decided, all right, you know what? Screw it. We're not going to do it because no one can play the game in a quality manner. But one thing I should have mentioned to them is that I already own the PS3 version of this game. Because like I mentioned earlier, hey, Sonic Adventure 4... Sonic Adventure 4? They haven't even done 3 yet. Why would they do 4? Well, Sonic Forces is kind of Sonic Adventure 3 in a way. I'm really grasping at straws for that one, though. So, it was available for $4, and I'm like, oh yeah, $5. Let's see how bad this is. And, it's really the control. Like, not necessarily the controls themselves, because, you know, you got jump button, dash button, and things like that, you know. The control setup is fine, it's just how the game actually controls itself and the mechanics it's used. And, things like that. That's where the game really falls apart. Because you could, like, fall through walls and, like, dash through stuff. Like, you could fall through the floor at any moment, like right now. It's not going to happen now, it only ends up happening at specific locations, but it happens. But the point is, I had the game already, so I thought, you know what, let's play this. And this is the most... I like how this entire time I have said, like, I have said jack about the game itself this entire time. This is a quality commentary right here. Well, I guess if I didn't talk about this, I would have nothing to talk about this entire time. I'll make fun of this cutscene, don't worry.
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype detection system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest powerful bomb.
I like how it's like, oh, it's my plane, but you built the entire thing. Whoa! What was with his tongue? Sonic's tongue animations are so freaking weird. Also, why does he have teeth but no one else does? Anyone else notice that? Sonic has teeth, but no one else does. That's so weird. The fastest way is by train, so I can't just run there. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. My name implies fast. Okay? You can't just tell me, oh, the fastest way to get to this one area is by train. No, the fastest way is by me friggin' running. One thing I would like to point out, this is as of right now, this is the most complicated Let's Play in terms of, like, recording and setup. But what I know how to use the English language properly. This is the most complicated Let's Play setup I've had to do yet. I'm sure that'll change in the future. But for those who don't know, the PS3 and pretty much all HD consoles, like if a console can, like native HD, whether it be 720p or 1080, it has this function called HDCP. So PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the Wii U, whether it be their disc players like DVD and Blu-ray, or their... I like how the cutscenes are in like 10 frames per second. Or like, not 10 frames, but it's more like 20. It's still, this is not 30. You cannot tell me this is 30. You lie if you say this is in 30 frames. You are lying and you're just trying to prove me wrong. But HDCP is this function in PS3, PS4, you know, all the consoles I mentioned, where since they have video streaming services and DVD/Blu-ray players, the idea of HDCP, I believe it stands for High Definition Copyright Protection. It's to prevent you from plugging in a capture card to your console and recording like movies and TV shows and stuff, you know, illegally copying them. So, the problem with that is that Sony doesn't know how to properly program that, because on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the Wii U, and I'm guessing it's gonna happen to the Switch when that gets its video streaming services. At the time of this recording, that has not happened yet. which I hope it does in the future. That has to happen like by this fall. It really does. But point is, on those systems, when you would head into the video streaming service like YouTube or Amazon Video or even Hulu for some reason, I did it! Wait, what? Oh, what? What? The last time I saw that happen, it... Oh my god, this game sucks. So if you're wondering what just happened, there's this little function you can do where if you die after the boss ends, Sonic will go into like this drunken animation or whatever, and he falls over like that, like a frigging, like a doll or something. He just falls over. But the last time I saw that happen, the boss was still cleared, so I don't know if I did something wrong or what. But yeah, no, this... the last time I saw that happen, it just proceeded on, and it didn't count as a death, but this game sucks, so I actually died, so. Now you could say, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Yeah, well, I wanted to show that dumb animation because it's hilarious. So I guess now that I've impeded progress, I guess. Also, the tactic I used in the first round of the fight didn't work here for some reason. I was mashing the X button like crazy and nothing happened. Like, he only attacked once, and that was it. But, like I was saying before, when you go into those, the video streaming services, when they capture card plugged in, the screen will go black, and you'll get, like, little clips of sound. It's like whatever menu theme or, you know, whatever would be playing at the time. What is he doing with his hands, by the way? He's not even holding anything. He's just moving his hands. Was there really a need to darken part of the screen like that? The Chaos Emerald wasn't even in that line of screen until the camera moved. God, these cutscenes are so poorly constructed. God. I don't care. It's 1999. Ocarina of Time was able to do it just fine with in-engine cutscenes.
Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
But anyways, so in order to override HDCP, you would get something like an HDMI splitter if you wanted to illegally download movies or whatever. The PS3 and PS4 have that enabled all the time. On the PS4, however, you can go into the options and disable it, and you can't go into video streaming services and such, but you can still, you know, plug in a capture card and have it work properly. But there's one problem with it on PS3. There's no way to disable it because Sony doesn't know how to do basic functions. They didn't know how to do basic functions back in 2006, so you can't disable it. And as a result, well, you have to get an HDMI splitter. It is mandatory. You have to get an HDMI splitter that overrides HDCP in order to record PS3 at all. So I had to get an HDMI splitter and do that exact thing. So this is the most complicated setup in the world because I have the PS3 plugged into my HDMI splitter, and then I have the HDMI for that. Then there's another HDMI cable, a much shorter one, that's plugged from my HDMI splitter into my capture card, and then there's another HDMI cable from that that plugs into the TV, and then that's how I get my display functioning and all that. Plus, if you're using a PC setup, you would have to plug it into the capture card and make sure it works, and then plug the other end into like the TV afterwards, you know, so it's even more complicated if you have a PC setup, but I don't, so it's still complicated, but... And then, I also have my new mic setup. I don't know if you noticed, but I might sound a little bit different than what you're used to, because, one, I'm in person this time and not being recorded through a Skype or Discord call, but rather, I am actually using my USB microphone that I got a while back. It's a CAD U37 USB microphone, and at the time, I didn't realize that Blue Yetis were $40 as well, but this one... I don't know if this works just as well as Blue Yetis or not, because I believe Blue Yetis have built-in compression. These do not. So, I went the wrong way, didn't I? This is what I get for babbling on about my setup for 20 minutes and not paying attention to the story, or lack thereof. Oh my god, now I have to go back. Oh my god, what did he... Oh yeah, I remember what I have to do now. Yeah, I forgot about this. Because I haven't played this game in a while. So, I need to find the crystal. Where is it? So, yeah, I actually... I wasn't able to do this with my old phone, my Galaxy S4, like I mentioned earlier. I have that. I can't actually use that... I can't use my USB microphone with that. I actually can't even use my my headphone jack. What the heck? A monkey in there? He's trapped. We'll save him later, or maybe not. Will I save him? Tune in next time. No, we're not going to save him in the next episode. I can guarantee that. But before, I wasn't able to use any external microphones except for the ones that you would use in like headsets or like earbuds that have microphones in them, or what have you. I could only use those. However, my Galaxy S8 Plus came with an adapter where one end is USB, like the, I don't know what you would call it specifically, but the one end that like plugs into your computers and your consoles and such. It's that end, and then the other end is USB-C, which, you know, Samsung is trying to make popular, and the Nintendo Switch is using those cables too. So, you got that. Oh god! What happened to my perspective right there? Wait a minute, don't tell me I actually have to go back to Station Square and get the friggin' keystone. Come on. No, I don't have to get it from there, I just need to get it from Tails' workshop, that's right. Because I don't understand the functions of this game, but why would I want to? It's awful. So yeah, I can actually use my, long story short, I can just use my USB microphone with my phone now, so I might sound a bit different. If not, I'm gonna just, the audio is just gonna be through my phone and it'll sound the exact same, but hopefully it's different. I mean, I did some tests earlier and it worked just fine. The external microphone, that is, not the, well, yeah, it was the external microphone that was working. So hopefully I sound okay, for the most part. But, yeah. So we're going to clear this stage, and then we're going to call it an episode. Hopefully this takes a few minutes, but like I said before, it's Sonic Adventures, so I might die just by walking and playing the game normally. Like, because I think the reason this game breaks so much is you're supposed to be going at a constant speed, you know. You're supposed to be going constantly. You're supposed to consistently be fast, you know. And if you stop being fast, if you slow down, like what I'm doing right here, it can start to break the game sometimes, because the game does not expect you to just slow down, take in your environments. So they just expect you to, oh god, I didn't know idea that bridge broke. That's never happened. I've never seen that happen before. Usually because I spin dash across the bridge. I like how it has to load that. It's so weird to me.
Head straight up. You should be able to
Yes, I know how to evade tornadoes to call.
jump on panel. It will take you to
So
2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel, or else you'll fall.
I kind of forgot about what I was saying. Oh god. What happened to me there? Yeah, I lost it. I don't. So yeah, oh yeah, I remember now. So pretty much, if you don't go fast, the game kind of breaks in half. If you are going fast, though, you should be fine. I think even if you go fast, the game breaks though. So I mean, look at that! Look at the camera generator. You see what I mean? I'm just playing the game how it was intended to be played. And this is happening. Dear God. Also, the controls are kind of weird. Like, I don't feel like this is as fast as Adventure 2. I feel like Adventure 2 did better in the control department for the most part. Except for how friggin' slippery it is. Dear God. I cannot stand how slippery that game is. Or Heroes. Actually, I can't stand the controls in a lot of 3D Sonic games now that I think about it. Wow, dude, I hate 3D Sonic a lot more than I thought I did. I like how I'm running in air. What? What even was that happening just right now? I have no clue. Okay. Yeah, you see what I mean? The game just kind of breaks at random. It's not like a specific trigger or anything. It just happens. It just breaks without you knowing when it'll break. You know, it could happen at any time. Like, it could happen right now. Or it could happen in like a minute, you know? It's just, again, it's pretty random when it happens. And it's just very, very strange altogether. Also, I noticed that my phone went to sleep and I need to check it, but I can't because I'm playing Sonic Adventure on the PS3 system. Oh, I can check right now. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, yeah, this is the end of the stage. I can't check. Alright, let's hope the recording didn't just abruptly stop. Oh, no, it's good. It's good. I didn't get... What, Tails? What are you doing? Don't block my spotlight. What's happening to Sonic? Why is he jittering? Oh, my God. Oh, wait, no, he's not jittering. That's just the wind. Why was Tails in front of me? He's still standing there. He's not even moving. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, is there a cutscene here, or do I, Please tell me there's no cutscene.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing.
Train headed for Station Square will be departing soon. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you guys next time for whatever, whenever here on my channel, or sorry, our channel. Goodbye.